Oh, hey guys, I'm sorry I didn't see you over there. I was busy reading the storybooks that my students have made. Wait, you haven't heard about StoryJumper yet? Come on, I'll show you.
Here you can see the page in which the students or the teachers can create their own storybook. Here we have five different features that we can use to create the book. First, we have the text. We can add a text box with a certain design or not. A horse was strolling in the mountain. We can change the font type, we can change the font size, etc. We can change the color, of course. Here we have the props. We can add a horse. Of course, these are the props that are found, or we can just add some of our own. We can move it, make it bigger, make it smaller. It depends on what we want. We can also design characters. We can design the skin color, the hair, eyebrows, literally everything about the character's features. And I believe this really helps our students with like intercultural communication because this helps to introduce them to people that don't look like them. Here we can add a scene. So since we said the horse is crawling on the mountain, we can just add a background scene. We can also have more scenes if we want to download. Here we can add or import a picture from our own galleries or our own devices, or we can even look up for pictures from the internet. So we would say mountain. And then let's say this is the mountain that I want. I can either pick if I want it as a scene or as a prop. So let's say a scene. And now the horse is strolling with this hiker in the mountain. We can add our own voice. So let's say I'm reading this, I can just say, a horse was strolling in the mountain. This would be my voice. I can add music. And I can add sound effects. So if we're talking about a horse, now if we can go back a page or go from the page so we can design our entire book. Also, if we want our students to work as a group, we have here the collaborate button in which we can add the email of the student and we invite them, and then this allows the students to work together as groups, especially if we have created a Google Classroom. This allows all the students to have access to each other's emails, and then this way they can collaborate or share the books with each other. Here we save and edit, and now the book shows here. So if we press read, a horse was strolling in the mountain. The students can then sell their own books and get money for it, or they can share, or they can read books by other students or teachers. We have a tab for all of the authors and their books, and we have a tab for the library so that the students can save whatever books they like. And here we can see that the books are specified by age, subject, category, and etc. This really helps them to be in contact with other cultures, with other nations. We can see a very big collection of books from so many different places and countries all over the world. As you can see, this is super interactive because it really mimics the real book or the physical activity of reading a book while it's just digital. Students can also design the book cover.
Now that you know what StoryJumper is, I believe that it really helps our students become culturally competent individuals because it allows them to read about other cultures, other histories, and other students' stories. As well, it really affords writing, communicating, collaborating, designing, visualizing, and most importantly, storytelling. And guess what? It helps them learn. So, if you want to know more about other technologies, stay tuned and check our channel. Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and correct your papers on time. See you guys!